everyone, happy end of April. It's time for April favorites. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about all of the things I loved this last month. I have some beauty stuff to talk about, as well as quite a bit of non-beauty lifestyle things to talk about. So let's go ahead and get into it. My first favorite is one that I am so excited to talk to you guys about, and it is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Poured in the color Pearl. I am so obsessed with this right now. I feel like it's revolutionized my makeup routine. Like, this takes my face and turns it up a few notches. This is the most gorgeous white iridescent cream highlighter, and I just apply it with my fingers. I get a little bit on my fingers and I tap it anywhere on my face that I want to give an extra boost. So I'll put it on like the tops of my cheekbones, even up above my eyebrow up here. And then I also love applying this on the inner corners of my eyes. Oh my gosh, it highlights and brightens that area unlike any other product I've ever used. It's absolutely miraculous. I cannot get enough of this. I totally recommend it. You have to check it out next time you're in Sephora. My next two favorites are both lip products, and they're actually quite similar in color. I've been really into this like light orangey, peachy pink coral shade for spring, I guess is how I would describe it. The first one is the Mercier lip gloss in the color Nectar, which I actually have on my lips right now. I really like this formula. It's a lot more opaque than a lot of lip glosses tend to be, so I actually get a good dose of this color out of it. I like it. And then my other lip favorite is actually a product that I rediscovered this last month in my collection, and it is the Revlon lip butter in Juicy Papaya. I love the Revlon lip butters. They're just the perfect kind of fusion between a balm and a lipstick. Like, they're a little bit sheer, but they're still pretty pigmented, and they just wear really nicely on the lips. And this color is just so pretty and great for spring and summer. And then speaking of corally colors, my next favorite is actually the color that's currently on my nails, and this is Essie's Cute as a Button nail polish. I hadn't worn this one for a while, but I dug it out of my nail drawer this last month and re-fell in love with it all over again. It's just such a perfect kind of bright, warm pink color for summer, and it's a cream, and I just think it's so nice on the nails. I'm actually going to paint my toes with this later today so that I match. And then my last beauty favorite from this last month is the Fresh Seaberry Moisturizing Face Oil. It makes me feel so luxurious and pampered. I use this before I use any other kinds of moisturizers on my face, so I'll wash my face and I'll tone it, and then I use this, and I just take like 3 or 4 drops. It has like a little eyedropper type applicator to it. I just take 3 or 4 drops and I just press and massage it into my skin, and I just feel like a goddess when I use this, and it smells so good. Like, I don't know what this exact scent is, but I'm pretty sure it's just spa. It's supposed to be really good for your skin. It has omegas 3, 6, 7, and 9 in it, and so far I'm really loving it. Moving on to my lifestyle favorites from this last month, I have a new piece of decor that I'm really loving. This is a picture that I took that I had framed through Framebridge, which is a custom framing service, and they offered me the opportunity to try them out this last month, which kind of came at the perfect time because I don't have anything on the walls of my apartment. That's still one element that I'm trying to figure out. They're just all blank and white right now. And the last few months I've been toying with the idea of doing a gallery wall, and I've never done a gallery wall before, but I thought it'd be cool to do one of like pictures I've taken on my travels, but I haven't been really sure about how to go about actually framing and printing all of those photos and like getting it to come together. So this is kind of the perfect opportunity for me to try this out. So this is a picture that I took in Venice, Italy a little over a year ago, and it's one of my favorite pictures. I just think it's so beautiful looking down the canal, and it was in the late afternoon, so you have a little bit of that blue sky up there. And Venice is such a beautiful city with all like the different color buildings and the gondolas and all the little arched bridges everywhere. It was one of my favorite places in the whole world that I have ever been. So I had this framed in just the classic white frame, and the process through Framebridge was so easy. Like, you just go on the site and you can upload your photo. You can even like link in your Instagram and pull a picture from your Instagram, or you can mail in your art. They'll send you packaging for free, and you can actually ship if you have like one of a kind art that you want to have framed, you can mail it in, and then you can go online and you can look at like all the different frames that they have. They have like a little visualizer, so it has your picture, and then you can click through and look at all different styles, like white frames, gold frames, wood frames, all kinds of different things, and visualize, and then you pick your size and you check out, and it's free shipping and they ship it to you. So I'm really happy with how this turned out, and they use really high quality materials too. Like this is UV protective acrylic here on the front, so nothing fades, and they use acid-free materials. And yeah, so I'm thinking now about my gallery wall, and they have some like gold frames that I think would look really nice with this. So I'm thinking I'll go through them because their prices are actually really affordable, and it's way easier than like going into a store and doing it that way. So thanks Framebridge, I really love it. And if you guys want to check them out, I will have a link for them down in the info bar. And if you use the code Allison, you can get 15% off your first purchase. Moving on, I have a couple of tea favorites from this last month. And the first one is the Pukka Lova Tea. This has become like my new go-to daily favorite herbal tea. It is an organic rose, chamomile, and lavender flower tea. I just found this in my regular grocery store, and this is just so delightful. I love chamomile tea, so I really like the rose and lavender flower addition to the chamomile. I just think it gives it that little something special, and yeah, I just drink this all the time. I'm actually almost done with this box, and I'm gonna have to buy a new one. And you can't drink tea without a mug, and this month I spotted the cutest mug in the entire world. Like, how adorable is this little hand-painted, springy, florally, multicolored mug? I saw this in Anthropologie's home section, and I couldn't leave without it. Like, I wanted to leave without it because I was like, you don't need another mug, and I was like, but this is the cutest mug. Like, this is the mug of all mugs for spring and summer. They have this in a bunch of different colors too. Like if you wanted to get a set of like all different colors, that would be really cute. I considered doing that, but I limited myself to just one. But I just think this is just like the funnest little garden party colorful mug. I'm obsessed with this. I will have it linked down below if they have it available online so you guys can check it out. And then last but not least, I have a couple of entertainment favorites from this last month. And the first one is a book that I've been reading on my Kindle, and it is The Rosie Project by Graeme Simsion, I think is how you pronounce the last name. This is a book that a ton of you have recommended to me for a very long time, and I've finally gotten around to reading it. And it's really fun. It's a romantic comedy about a man named Don Tillman, and he's very socially challenged, and he's in his, I believe he's in his 30s, mid to late 30s, and he decides that he wants to get married and have a wife, so he starts something called the Wife Project, where he begins looking for a suitable life partner, and he's a very like analytical, logical person of like, he wants to find somebody with certain attributes, and he believes if they have those attributes, then they'll be a perfect match for him. It's a cute kind of comedic love story about him and trying to find love and learning about love, and it's just very quirky and different and a really enjoyable read. I definitely recommend it. And then my other entertainment favorite from this last month is a new show on Netflix that I'm sure a lot of you are also loving right now, and it is the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Oh my gosh, this show is so amazing. It's Netflix only, that was just released, and it stars Ellie Kemper as Kimmy Schmidt, and Tina Fey's one of the writers, and it's so funny. It's like a sitcom format, like only 30 minutes long per episode. It's about a girl named Kimmy, who is played by Ellie Kemper, who is rescued from an underground bunker after 15 years of being down there with a cult that told her that the world was like apocalyptic. Like the world had been blown up and was gone, and they were surviving down in this bunker, and she's rescued after 15 years and comes up to normal life, realizing that nothing happened to the world, and she decides to move to New York City. And it's so funny. I mean, Ellie Kemper is just so hilarious to begin with, and her character's so funny. She moves to New York City, and she's so behind on the times, like she's stuck back 15 years ago and isn't up with technology, isn't up with slang or fashion or anything. And it's a really, really funny show. I definitely recommend it if you are looking for something to binge watch. And that is it. Those are all the things I've been loving lately. Let me know what you've been loving this last month, whether it's makeup or food or Netflix or books or decor or whatever it is. Let me know what it is so I can check it out. And I guess that is it. I hope you guys had an awesome April, and I'll see you next month. Bye.